Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. Well, some would argue she is the most talented boxer, pure boxer to ever step foot inside the UFC octagon. She wants to be an MMA fighter, but her boxing is certainly her go-to.
Yes, her boxing is her go-to, and it's shown in all the championships, right? She went into this UFC career a very well-rounded fighter, but it all starts with her base. It starts with the boxing base, the ability to move, the ability to find comfort in the head movement, the jab. It's almost like her head is going on a triangle. It's just never in the middle. So where you're throwing, her head's already off that, and as you throw and miss, overextend, she's already countering and landing her attacks. It's truly, truly a sight to see whenever she's really, really feeling good in there.
Well, drillers make killers, and nobody works her takedowns harder than this young woman. She has become a force in this division, and even though the opposition oftentimes knows what's coming, no one's able to stop that shot.
Nobody's able to stop that takedown attempt. No one's able to stop that single leg. She said in the fighter meetings, I have drilled that takedown 5,000 times.
Amazing.
Over and over, I hit a single leg. Every day of the week, I hit at least 30 single legs. I'm like, well, is wrestling practice every day? She goes, no. I just want to make sure that I have a skill that is so dominant that no matter how much you practice it, you are not practicing it enough to stop me from taking you down with it. It is truly crazy to watch her approach to getting that single leg off.
And her ability to get her opponents off balance in a mixed martial arts setting, as special as anybody in the sport right now. We'll see how it goes for her here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a boxer holding a professional record of 23 wins, 8 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of London, England, Monster. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a judo fighter, holding a professional record of 3 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Rowdy Ronda Rousey! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1. Of course, many of you know she has won her last 3 fights by submission, each one more impressive than the last. A lot of pressure on her tonight. The Ronda Rousey comparisons have started to creep in a little bit. Some have suggested maybe we slow that roll. But if she can win tonight and keep her winning streak intact and get another submission, perhaps her next fight would be for the UFC Championship. Well, you asked her on Thursday, how soon are you going to shoot? Very early. Nice job getting the fight to the ground. Looks like she is going for a leg. Yes, she is.
Oh, wow, oh!
You gotta scramble, you gotta scramble. I wanna see a scramble.
There it is.
And this might just be a matter of time. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch.
Oh, right to the mount.
Well, maybe some panic setting in for her opponent as she continues to land with the ground and pound. Man, she is in constant pursuit of these submissions, now going for the leg.
Oh!
You gotta scramble, you gotta scramble.
Oh!
This might just be a matter of time. Somehow stays in the fight. Back to the feet now. Well, you saw us reference that reach advantage off the top, and she certainly made good use of it there in landing that punch. Well, Rousey's now attempting to go for a leg submission. Let's see if she can seal the deal. Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Not tapping out tonight.
And this is where she's good. Once she's on top is where she's a beast. Oh, nice. Oh, wow.
Oh, saved by the bell. Round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, so she doesn't get the knockout in that round, but not for any lack of effort, DC. A lot of big blows, particularly when it came to the head kicks.
A lot of big blows. I can't believe she's still standing. I can't believe that she was able to absorb that many head kicks. This fight will not last long if she doesn't change something.
Can you sing the I'm Still Standing song for us or no?
I have a horrible voice.
You don't want
I'm still standing.
Yeah. That's in the can. Well, Rousey's head kick is blocked, so no damage inflicted there. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Oh, big head kick lands.
Nice combination of strikes there by Rousey. Well, far be it from me to tell her what...
Fantastic takedown.
Rousey's now attempting to go for a leg submission. Let's see if she can finish the deal. Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Now she's in trouble.
Wow.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Rousey's going for the leg. Might be a submission opportunity here. Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a...
Takes the back, now going for the rear naked choke.
Oh, nice. There it is.
And this might just be a matter of time. No doubt about it, that is some opportunistic grappling right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling game.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her, and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
So there she is, your winner by submission, and there will be no wiping the smile off her face tonight as she turns in one of the bigger highlights of her UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata is calling a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 34 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Ronda Rousey!
Well, how about this young woman as the celebration is on? She sat down in our fighter meeting and she told us, to a man, to a woman, I'm going to submit her at some point in this fight, and that's exactly how she gets it done.
That's exactly how she got it done. She knew where the fight needed to be. And the moment she got a chance, the moment she got the submission locked in, she latched on that thing like you wouldn't believe it because she knew it was her chance. This is my moment to get my result. She did exactly that, got the submission win, and on to the next one.
Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. Well, drillers make killers, and nobody works her takedowns harder than this young woman. She has become a force in this division, and even though the opposition oftentimes knows what's coming, no one's able to stop that shot.
Nobody's able to stop that takedown attempt. No one's able to stop that single leg. She said in the fighter meetings, I have drilled that takedown 5,000 times.
Amazing.
Over and over, I hit a single leg. Every day of the week, I hit at least 30 single legs. I'm like, well, is wrestling practice every day? She goes, no. I just want to make sure that I have a skill that is so dominant that no matter how much you practice it, you are not practicing it enough to stop me from taking you down with it. It is truly crazy to watch her approach to getting that single leg off.
And her ability to get her opponents off balance in a mixed martial arts setting, as special as anybody in the sport right now. We'll see how it goes for her here tonight. Well, she is about as accomplished a submission specialist as we have in this division, and candidly, not many women are able to stand up to that type of challenge.
It's very difficult to try and fight a specialist in the position that they are so good at getting you to, because it's her ability to trick you into grappling with her that makes her so special. And when you're on step 2 of a jiu-jitsu exchange, she's already graduated.
Right.
School's already out of session by the time you're ready to go into the classroom. Because the moment you leave any limb hanging, you leave the arm down, arm bar is already thrown up on you. You get too low on her hips, she throws up the triangle choke. If you get too high with your body, she'll be rolling knee bar, ankle lock, leg lock. It does not matter. There are just so many submissions in her arsenal that you are constantly in danger.
School's out for summer, champ. We'll see how quickly she can get this fight to the ground tonight. All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. 3 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a judo fighter holding a professional record of 4 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Ronda Rousey! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 16 wins, 6 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 134 pounds. Fighting out of Minto, New South Wales, Australia, Grandmaster. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here she is ready to go for round 1, and now undeniably she is under the brightest spotlight of her UFC career. Why? Check out the footage of her last fight. Vicious win by submission, that to extend her winning streak and set up this high-profile opportunity tonight. She is one of the best submission practitioners in this division, and she will be looking to prove as much in another big spot here tonight.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, did she get tagged by that combination there? And unless they're going to give her headgear between rounds, she better start raising that guard.
She's got to start doing something, but it's a testament to her opponent throwing so many strikes. She's being so accurate with everything that she is throwing.
Man, she is just non-stop on the ground. Rousey's now trying for the Kimura.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach must be very proud.
So there she is, your winner by way of submission. A huge result for her here tonight. And you gotta think that'll mute some of the naysayers she had coming in.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 12 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to a Kimura, Ronda Rousey!
All right, well, there she is. A lot of people felt like this fight was destined to go the distance. She had other ideas.
She said that if this fight went to the ground, it did not matter how good her opponent is. She was going to submit her. She did exactly that. She feels like she's levels above the rest of the game in the grappling.
Coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. All right, so here she is, the decorated kickboxer, back for another run here in the UFC. Such a wide, vast array of kicks and punches in her arsenal, but it all comes back to elite technique.
Oh, yeah, she has phenomenal technique. There is no wasted action. What I really love is the left hook. She does a great job of throwing her left hook behind her right hand. She throws the right hand and the left hook follows. It's always so tight. It's always so clean. And then outside leg kick. Every combination ends with a kick. When you think it's over, she is putting one more technique, one more opportunity to put some damage on you before you get to go back to space and go back to the safety of her out of your face, which will only last for a short period of time.
She certainly has a crowd-pleasing style. No surprise to see her back in a high-profile slot here tonight. Well, drillers make killers, and nobody works her takedowns harder than this young woman. She has become a force in this division, and even though the opposition oftentimes knows what's coming, no one's able to stop that shot.
Nobody's able to stop that takedown attempt. No one's able to stop that single leg. She said in the fighter meetings, I have drilled that takedown 5,000 times.
Amazing.
Over and over, I hit a single leg. Every day of the week, I hit at least 30 single legs. I'm like, well, is wrestling practice every day? She goes, no. I just want to make sure that I have a skill that is so dominant that no matter how much you practice it, you are not practicing it enough to stop me from taking you down with it. It is truly crazy to watch her approach to getting that single leg off.
And her ability to get her opponents off balance in a mixed martial arts setting, as special as anybody in the sport right now. We'll see how it goes for her here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 23 wins, 6 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 134 pounds. Fighting out of Monterrey, Mexico, the Destroyer. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a judo wrestler holding a professional record of 5 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Rowdy Ronda Rousey! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Eve Levine.
The veteran Eve Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here she is ready to go for round 1, and now undeniably she is under the brightest spotlight of her UFC career. Why? Check out the footage of her last fight. Vicious win by submission, that to extend her winning streak and set up this high-profile opportunity tonight. She is one of the best submission practitioners in this division, and she will be looking to prove as much in another big spot here tonight. Rock'em sock'em out of the chute here. All right, here we go. First round is underway. You know about her jiu-jitsu game. She is a submission specialist, so you don't want to hang out on the feet here for too long. She's got to go for the early takedown. Let's see how quickly Rousey's looking for that arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
And there it is.
Wow!
Well, no doubt it was quick, and you knew if she could take this fight to the ground that her opponent was going to be in trouble. So the takedown comes early, and so does the submission win. You know she's got great instincts when it comes to finishing fights. Once she gets them to the canvas, safe to say mission accomplished for her here tonight. All right, let's check out some of the action in that previous round. DC, she certainly kept the stat trackers busy with all those takedowns.
All those takedowns, did some really nice takedowns. She did a great job of level changing, getting into her opponent, not allowing her opponent to defend before she could secure her takedown.
So that win by submission figures to silence any remaining doubters, and that certainly puts the rest of the division on notice. Huge result for her here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 53 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to arm triangle choke, Rowdy Ronda Rousey!
Well, it'll be standing room only at her after party tonight as she gets it done by way of submission. Thankfully, Daniel Cormier is on the list. I'll be on the outside looking.
I mean, John, I got you. We're going in together. I'm not going in without my partner. But, man, she's a great grappler. She understands positioning so well, and she knows the moment her opponent got out of position, she was able to attack her finish. Great job, great performance. I don't have enough words to say congratulations to this young lady.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. Well, drillers make killers, and nobody works her takedowns harder than this young woman. She has become a force in this division, and even though the opposition oftentimes knows what's coming, no one's able to stop that shot.
Nobody's able to stop that takedown attempt. No one's able to stop that single leg. She said in the fighter meetings, I have drilled that takedown 5,000 times.
Amazing.
Over and over, I hit a single leg. Every day of the week, I hit at least 30 single legs. I'm like, well, is wrestling practice every day? She goes, no. I just want to make sure that I have a skill that is so dominant that no matter how much you practice it, you are not practicing it enough to stop me from taking you down with it. It is truly crazy to watch her approach to getting that single leg off.
And her ability to get her opponents off balance in a mixed martial arts setting, as special as anybody in the sport right now. We'll see how it goes for her here tonight. All right, so here she is, the decorated kickboxer, back for another run here in the UFC. Such a wide, vast array of kicks and punches in her arsenal, but it all comes back to elite technique.
Oh yeah, she has phenomenal technique. There is no wasted action. What I really love is the left hook. She does a great job of throwing her left hook behind her right hand. She throws the right hand and the left hook follows. It's always so tight. It's always so clean. And then outside leg kick. Every combination ends with a kick. When you think it's over, she is putting one more technique, one more opportunity to put some damage on you before you get to go back to space and go back to the safety of her out of your face, which will only last for a short period of time.
She certainly has a crowd-pleasing style. No surprise to see her back in a high-profile slot here tonight. All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. 4 years, the difference in age between these two fighters, with some differences in height and a similar reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a judo fighter, holding a professional record of 6 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, Rowdy Ronda Rousey! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 13 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 134 pounds. Fighting out of Monterrey, Mexico, the Body Snatcher. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, here we go with round 1. As many of you know, this young woman, a contender now, has won her last 3 fights by way of submission. The comparisons to Ronda Rousey are starting to come in. Will her next fight be for the UFC title? That remains to be seen. A lot can be decided here tonight. 15 minutes or fewer to decide this one. While Rousey's trying for a Kimura here.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. Not tapping out tonight. Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Out while Rousey's trying for the Kimura submission here.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. There it is.
And this might just be a matter of time. Somehow stays in the fight.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
She's attempting to go for the leg now.
Oh!
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Wow.
Oh, right to the mouth.
Fighters back to their feet here.
Big kick.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here.
Nice head kick.
Oh, the right hand is there for her. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
That's a big strike right there. Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Well, she was long on grappling experience. Well, Rousey's now trying for the Kimura.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round.
You're faster than she is.
All right, so there's the horn. The round is over, and she is just not the tapping type. That submission looked pretty tight to me.
It looked very tight. And she looked surprised that her opponent did not tap, that her opponent did not go out. But she looks surprised. But she has to understand that she's in there with a very high-level grappler, and that happens in those types of situations. Beautiful punch. Clinch. Big punch from the clinch.
Timing her shots nicely here tonight, DC.
She's doing a great job, but not only being active, she is so accurate. She's on point tonight.
Oh, big knee there. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Back to the feet. Back and forth we go.
Great timing on that beautiful takedown.
Rousey's going for the leg. Might be a submission opportunity here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. Brilliant submission defense there.
Now she's in full mount.
Going for a leg now. Oh, we're getting a finish here. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch.
And this is where she's good. Once she's on top is where she's a beast.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm. What a shot by her there. I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon still.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking such a massive head kick.
She lands a kick there.
Oh! You can never know what you're going to see with this young lady. Is she going to finish the fight?
Oh, straight right. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Oh, yes. Now we're going.
Oh!
Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Rousey's trying for a Kimura here.
Beautiful work. Beautiful work. That's what I'm talking about right there. She can't handle your pressure. She can't. You got that.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round, and shout out to the Diaz brothers and everybody watching in the 209, because it looked like the Diaz sister there in that previous round. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy on the feet.
She took that same type of approach. I will set a pace that you are not able to keep up with. I will put my hands on you over and over again. I'm not going to hit you hard every time, but I'm going to keep touching you until eventually you're going to melt in front of me.
Oh, that's a nice job by her there to reverse the position. Well, Rousey's trying to get a triangle here.
Oh, wow, oh!
And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is. Nice job by her there to execute the submission. Clearly she had an opening and she closed the show pretty effectively there. That is one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. So there she is, your winner by submission, and there will be no wiping the smile off her face tonight as she turns in one of the bigger highlights of her UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 20 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by tap out, Ronda Rousey!
Well, it'll be standing room only at her after party tonight as she gets it done by way of submission. Thankfully, Daniel Cormier is on the list. I'll be on the outside looking.
I mean, John, I got you. We're going in together. I'm not going in without my partner. But, man, she's a great grappler. She understands positioning so well, and she knows the moment her opponent got out of position, she was able to attack her finish. Great job, great performance. I don't have enough words to say congratulations to this young lady.